Eric, I think you said in your programme notes to reset and bounce back, and is that what we saw today?
Part one, because Sunday have to come part two. But I think we have seen a good example of it. That the players showed personality and character. We constructed a team. We were together, also together with the fans. I was pleased by the crowd, by the reaction of the crowd on the team. And I think in togetherness we dealt with the setback, with this huge setback, and I think we played a good game.
There was also a setback just before half-time when they got back into the game, and yet you completely took it away from them in the second half. What was your message at half-time?
That we played well and that we deserved 3-0 up, but we make one mistake. And you have to deal with it, as we have to deal with the big defeat from Sunday. And in the last couple of days, the players came together. They stick together, and not only 11 players, also the bench. The subs today came on and they had a huge impact on the game. So it showed a really important message I think we gave.
I think the crowd showed what they think of Bruno as well. He scored his goal, but they were cheering for him all game as well. Did that show you what they think of him as well?
I think so, and he played for me a brilliant game, and this time in a little bit deeper role, and he did it outstanding, making the game from the back, setting the rhythm of the game, find the good passes, so creating, and from there on we create a lot of chances.
Maybe the biggest cheer actually was for Weghorst in the end. They were desperate for him to score. Are you delighted he got his first Old Trafford goal?
Of course, a striker has to score, and he's working so hard for the team. He's doing such magnificent, cool things for the team by being a target, by linking up, by making space, by creating space, by movements, good pressing. He had his opportunities also today, and finally he got his goal. And this is his momentum. He deserved it, and I think now more will come.
You mentioned the substitutes. Facundo Pellistri had an impact when he came on. Is he giving you a nice problem to have, a nice selection problem?
But he deserves it. He's showing in training that he deserves playtime. And that is the way. I want to see my players, see the players who are not in the start 11 to give that answer with their feet on training. And he came on and he had straight an impact. Scott as well, because the finish was from Scott. So I was really pleased with the impact from all the subs, not only Facundo Pellistri and Scott McTominay, but also the others, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Jadon Sancho and Ty Malacia.
Finally, you will say obviously that the tie is not over, despite the excellent advantage.
No, because this is a really good team. I would say it's an outstanding team. They were number one in the group with AS Roma. They draw against Real Madrid. So you have to be good. You have to give the best performance because we want to go through.
Well done today. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Manchester United are one step closer to the quarter-finals of the Europa League after a 4-1 victory over Real Betis in the first leg here at Old Trafford tonight. Let's get the thoughts of the United boss, Erik ten Hag. He's been talking to Danny.
Eric, well done. What did you make of your side's performance tonight?
I think we played a very good game. Both halves. I think in half-time already we should have be up by 3-0. And then it's 1-1, one mistake. We can punish for it. But I think we play well. The second half especially. 4-1, good goals, good performance. I think also give something to the fans. And they give us something back as well because they were behind us. And very grateful after Sunday.
You asked for the standards to return. Did you get everything that you asked for tonight, do you think?
Yeah, there was a good attitude from the start. Front foot, we were good on the ball, finding spare man in the midfield. We make good switches, they make good runs behind, created a lot of chances. Yes, so we are happy today.
As you mentioned, lots of chances created in the first half. After Betis got their goal, it seemed like they got a bit more of a foothold in the game. What did you say to them at half-time to get another fast start in the second half?
Yeah, but it's always see how a team reacts after a setback. And you see once again, and this is not the first time this season, I think already 5-6 times, we can reset and we can bounce back. And this team has character. So a big compliment to the team.
In terms of the goal scorers, how pleased were you that Bruno got a goal after the noise around his performance at the weekend, and also Weghorst as well? You could see how much it meant to him.
Yeah, of course, for a striker, and he was so close many times already, and he created so many chances and goals for others by making space, and now he has his goal, so he deserved it. And by Bruno, I think he was brilliant today. He lead the team from the first minute by his game, in possession, make the rhythm of the game, and then score a goal. So I'm happy.
If there was any danger of confidence getting knocked at the weekend, I imagine a performance like that, you could see the second half, the confidence was right back with the team.
Yes, and I think also the subs make a good impact, and Aaron, Jaden, and then you see when we when we bring the two last subs up, straight they make 4-1 and great action from Pelle, and then finish by Scott, and then the rebound is for Wout.
Very well done tonight.
Okay, you're welcome.
Well, he's obviously delighted with the win tonight, and delighted for Wout Weghorst as well, because prior to tonight, whenever Erik ten Hag was asked about Weghorst's contribution to the team, he's always been really pleased with what he's been offering, but only his second goal in a Manchester United shirt, his first one here at Old Trafford, and his first European goal for the club as well, and you could see what it meant to him too.
Yeah, I think he was slightly pleased with his goal. I think he's been waiting. Look, I think everyone at the club is pleased for him. I think the players around him.
How does Palestri do?
I was just going to say, he's made a case for himself tonight. Palestri looked really quick down that right-hand side. I think he started every game for Uruguay in the World Cup, so he's been patient.
His first involvement in the game as well, wasn't it?
Literally came on for a minute, didn't he?
Straight to him, and he goes right round the houses there, still beats him for pace, and the big man pops up with a goal. You could see how happy people were for him. He does do a lot of very hard work and a lot of work that probably goes unseen a bit, but you can see the other players around him appreciate him, and look at that. So happy to score for Man United at Old Trafford, which can tell you is a brilliant feeling.
That was right in front of us here, wasn't it, Owen? Right at the corner flag.
Yeah, that's, look, 2 goals in 15 if you send it forward, but the thing is, the team's playing well, and I think since he's come, he started every game. So obviously Marcus is getting a lot of the headlines, and Bruno Fernandes and Anthony, but he's putting a shift in for the boys, making runs for them, setting things up. But you could tell he was delighted that he got on the score sheet as well. And
you talked about Palestri's involvement in that goal. He completely created the opportunity out of nothing when you're probably expecting him to probably pass it backwards at that point. Why haven't we seen more of him?
I don't know. I was amazed, actually, how quick he was. A lot of the guys, you see Jaden and Anthony, they like to dribble and slow down and come inside. He doesn't want any of that. He's just getting on the outside, old school, just sprinting past people. And it was good to see, because I think when he does that, I think the centre-forwards know when the ball's going to come, where a lot of the other wingers, they take a lot of touches. But to be fair, Scholes is right. That was a brilliant cameo. I think United fans would love to see a little bit more of him.
And at 4-1 up, going into the second leg, there was no changes coming into tonight, which surprised us all after the 7-0 defeat. Ten Hag has obviously validated his reasons for going with the same team, but being 4-1 up, going out to Seville next week, can you expect changes? Could we maybe see Palestri start?
Yeah, I'm sure we could. I just think with Ten Hag, he doesn't seem to make many changes, whatever the situation in games. I think he likes players having rhythm in the game, but you'd have to think with the schedule they've had, the amount of games they've had, these players need a rest now. I thought Luke Shaw sounded like he needed a rest. Casemiro possibly needs a rest. And bring these young players in, give them a little bit of a taste and an experience of European football, and hopefully it'll stand them in good stead for the future. Yeah, that was his European debut for Manchester United tonight, and involved in the goal, as we said. So Southampton here at Old Trafford again, 20 games unbeaten at home. United absolutely flying at Old Trafford this season, haven't lost here since September. Is the season back on track after that little blip on Sunday? Big blip. It was a big blip. But yeah, no, it is back on track, and hopefully they can win another trophy, obviously still in the FA Cup. I think they're favourites, obviously, to win this competition as well. So who knows, could finish with 3 trophies. That would be amazing. OK. Good night's work here tonight, eh? Very good. Nice.
Well, Marcus, is that the perfect way to bounce back?
Yeah, good performance. Obviously a good win and 4 goals, so we're pleased that we can start the tie in the right way, and obviously bounce back from the last game as well. So it's about getting the momentum that we had before the game against Liverpool, and putting that back into function.
Your goal and the venomous strike, was it an instinct really? You just smashed it, to be honest.
Yeah, a little bit. I think there was a guy on the floor, so I knew that I was going to go high. But yeah, it's always nice to start the game, well and with a goal. I think we definitely started the game well. We had a offside goal, a couple of chances in the first 15-20 minutes, and we started the second half well as well with the 2 goals. And it's important, it puts us in a good place in the game.
You didn't let this setback overwhelm you really at half time. It got 1-1, but you reset and really took it away from them in the second half. Yeah,
we had to stay calm, stay composed, because we felt like we was creating the chances. When creating the chances is a difficult part. We have to just put it in the net after that. So it was, like I said, it was a good performance. And yeah, I'm really pleased that we managed to get the win.
I thought the crowd showed, for instance, Bruno what they thought of him. He scored the goal, but they were cheering for him all night. Does that, again, just show how important they are and what they think of him?
Yeah, 100%. We're all as one when we come out on match days, and we need them. We need their support, and it's always good for them to support players when they're in moments that aren't ideal. But Bruno's excellent again today. Good goal and overall performance very, very good. So everyone's pleased for him, pleased for Wout, just pleased to get the win. So it's important now we try and gain that momentum again, like I said before.
I mean, Wout had the biggest smile in Old Trafford. I mean, that's his first goal at Old Trafford, and the crowd were delighted to see that one.
Yeah, perfect. For number 9, he's about scoring goals. That's what makes him happy. He does a tremendous job for the team. I think we all know that. But it's the goals that are going to keep him smiling, keep him happy, and keep him working hard. So really pleased for him today, and hopefully he gets some more. People
will obviously look at that and think what a position to be in. But I guess you have to say, well, the tie's not over.
No, it's not over. It's football. Anything can happen. We have to go there with the right mentality and get the job done. So yeah, like I said, we put ourselves in a good position in the tie, but it's not finished yet. So just half a job done.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Welcome back to Old Trafford. At the break, it's Manchester United 1, Real Betis 1, and it was all about the reaction that we were looking for from Manchester United, and they got exactly that, Paul. After just 6 minutes, Marcus Rashford opening the scoring.
Yes, a really good start from what you expected to be nice and quick. This is a brilliant pass from Casemiro. As I say, nice and early pass and into Bruno. Again, he's changing position. Not sure quite where he's playing tonight, but I love the finish. Marcus gets on the end of this. It's almost a Van Nistelrooy finish. That's just a smash it into net. Don't give the keeper any chance, and fantastic finish. And that's what we expect from the lad now, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, Scholes is right. The ball from Casemiro is amazing. Look at Marcus. Checks his shoulder, knows exactly where Bruno is. Quick little set, and they're off. And Bruno looks more comfortable normally in the 10 position, but I prefer him from the right rather than the left, because he can do this, he can cross it, he can find a pass. Marcus does amazing. This little touch here, just there, is brilliant. Gets a little yard, and he absolutely smashes that into the top corner. It's brilliant. And to be fair, Casemiro's created a few great moments, hasn't he, Scholes?
Yeah, actually, like you said, for the first half an hour, Manchester United were really dominant and created several chances, really. You'd expect him to be in 2 or 3 goals up. That was a decent tackle. Not a great touch from Weghorst there, but a back pass in the Claudio Bravo's out very quickly and bravely as well.
Should they have scored more in the first half?
Yeah, they could have, yeah. I mean, I don't think the conditions are that easy, but they've attacked. They've been really positive. They've been by far the better team. Probably should have had another goal. But obviously, we said about Real Betis, they're quite an experienced side. I think Ten Hag will be happy with the way they've attacked, actually. There's just been one moment where Real Betis attacked quite well, and it's had a big impact on the first half.
Yeah, well, they scored with their first shot on target through a familiar face to Premier League fans, Ayoze Perez, who's on loan from Leicester at Betis at the moment. But a bit of controversy in the build-up to the goal. Do you think there's a handball from Juanmi?
I think there is, yeah. I think he puts his hand down by his side. I know he does that, but I think the ball, obviously it's his chest first. Well, I think we'll see a better angle in a minute. It's his chest first and goes into his pass. It's a lovely ball to Ayoze Perez. I think Luke Shaw could do a lot better there, getting out to him and stopping the shot, but he doesn't. He stays with that defender. Look at him here now. Get out to the ball. He's got to sprint to the ball. He looks a little bit leggy to me, Luke Shaw. I think he looked like that second half Sunday and again tonight.
There you see it scores, doesn't it? Deviates, comes off his chest first and then off his elbow, and then it just sets right onto his right foot. So We've seen that given as handball. Obviously, I think the rules changed slightly. If the goal scorer would have done that, it wouldn't have been given. But it's a brilliant finish from Perez. He really, really good finish. And to be fair, they committed a lot of bodies forward in that moment there. But you see it
rolls down the arm.
It does, and it actually goes. Otherwise, it might have actually rolled to Dallo, you know, where he's actually chested, but it actually rolls to the right. So definitely impacts it.
To clarify the law, if it's in the build-up to the goal and not by the goal scorer, if it's deemed as an accidental handball, i.e. it's come off another body part and then onto the arm, then it's not deemed as a handball. Those are the laws. So just to clarify, that's why. And there is VAR, so VAR have looked at that and they've agreed that the goal stands.
It's a ridiculous law, though, don't you think, Jules? If it's handball, it's handball.
Yes.
It's not accidental, is it? He's got his arm there knowing he's going to handball it, so whether it comes off another part of his body doesn't matter.
Here at the Estadio Benito Villamarin. I'm Derek Ray here on the commentary box, and I'm joined for commentary by Lee Dixon. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say with good reason. It's Real Betis up against Manchester United.
Yeah, thank you, Derek. Real pleasure to be here. Looking forward to this game. Players will be a bit nervous. I was always nervous at the start of games. It's important you get your first pass off to you.
Can they take the lead? Keeper getting the touch. On a time for composure on the ball. Well, here's the Betis starting 11. Aissa Mondi plays alongside Victor Ruiz in central defence. Canales plays with Joaquin on the flanks. And they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. Well, Manchester United have chosen this particular shape. Harry Maguire plays alongside Victor Lindelöf in central defence. And the main striker today is Edinson Cavani, the Uruguayan. And in with a real chance. Pivotal moment defensively. Andres Guardado. Miranda. Well, we're talking about a really high-level talent in Nabil Fekir. What might he be able to bring to the pitch in this match, Lee?
Well, I love watching him. He's got quick feet, quick mind. He wants you to come close to you so he can get past you. So as defender...
Oh, in with a chance! Surely! And it's in! 1-0! They've breached the defence!
Well, here's the replay, and it's a lovely, quick counter-attack that sets up the chance. And when he gets through to the keeper, he just smashes it past him and gives him no chance to think. A lovely finish. Well, he's got to be delighted with his players, a big smile on his face. They've got the noses in front, they're in the lead, well done.
The opening goal of the game then. Nabil Fekir. Useful looking ball. And maybe Rashford. Ball is loose.